Hello, Ngok.
Hello, teacher.
Okay, so good evening, Ngok. Okay, so before we start, I appreciate you, Ngok, because you turn on your camera without teacher telling you to turn it on. Okay, so I really appreciate that one, Ngok. Okay, so regarding your homework, did you make your homework? Did you do that one, Ngok? Or not yet? If you're not yet done, you can submit that one in our next class.
No, there.
Not yet done?
There.
Okay, so you can submit that one in our next class. Okay, can you see my screen?
There.
Okay, can you still remember where did we end last time?
There.
Let me check here. Slide 16. I'll wait for a while because it's still loading here. Last time we ended up in this one. Right, Ngok? Are we done with this? Are we done with this?
There.
All right, S. Okay, so we are done. Last time we ended up here in our grammar, which is you're going to write S for simple sentences and C for compound sentences. Okay, so now let's proceed to this slide. Here, can you see my screen clearly? Yes or no?
No.
No. Okay, so let me take a picture of this one and I'll send it to Zalo so that you can see. Okay, Ngok?
There.
Let me share this one. Zalo. Wait for a while. Okay, kindly check. I already sent it to Zalo.
I see it.
Did you see it?
There.
Okay, so now here in our grammar, you're going to connect each pair of sentences with an appropriate conjunction in the box to make compound sentences. Okay, so here you can use these words to connect the two sentences. We have and, but, or, so, and yet. Okay, so for number one, can you please read number one first?
At the new autumn festival, children carry beautiful lanterns. It memorable to how expensive.
Okay, very good. At the Mid-Autumn Festival, children carry beautiful lanterns. It's a memorable childhood experience. So now I want you to connect each pair with an appropriate conjunction. So what conjunction would you use? What conjunction would you use? Okay, for example, Ngok, teacher will answer number 1 so that you can follow. Okay, so for number 1, this one. At the Mid-Autumn Festival, children carry beautiful lanterns. So, this is the answer. So, it's a memorable childhood experience. So, I use so. So is crash out now. Okay, so can you see the answer?
Yeah.
So you're going to choose your answer from here. So for number 2, I want you to read this one, Ngok, and your answer also.
During the Vietnamese people be a king of sweets. They must drink aqua during the Vietnam people be a king of sweets and they
What's your answer? What's your answer for this one, Ngok?
also eat and
And, okay, let's check. Very good. During that, Vietnamese people buy all kinds of sweets and they make chung cakes as well. Okay, very good. So, and is crush out now. How about number 3? Can you please read?
the honking sounds of a rahim money the phố Lan Liêu giúp rồi him ở chung cấp and ở đây cấp.
Okay, very good. Thank you for reading that one. So, what is your answer for number 3?
But
What?
as it but
You mean this one?
yeah,
Okay, let's check. Very good. Okay, can you please read? Okay, so the answer is the Hong King's son offered him many special foods, but Lang Yu just brought him a chung cake and a day cake. Very good, Ngok. Okay, for number 4, can you please read number 4?
to welcome the we curve yeah the culture our how we have from some we can be Mandarin here for a longer lasting display.
Okay, very good. So what's your answer for this one?
My answer is oh.
What?
Oh.
Or. Okay, let's check. Wow, very good, Ngok. To welcome Tet, we decorate our house with peach blossoms, or we can buy a mandarin tree for a longer lasting display. Okay, so this is or. How about number 5? Can you please read this one, Ngok?
The Hương Pagoda Festival is a way we like to go there to play for good fortune and happiness.
Okay, very good. So what is your answer for that?
My answer is yes.
What?
My answer is yes. Yes.
Yet. Okay, so can you please read together with your answer? You change it with your answer now.
The Hương Pagoda Festival is a way correct that we like to go there to play for good fortune and happiness.
Okay, very good, Ngok. So for this one, you got 5 out of 5. Okay, so that is a correct answer. So you have a cupcake from teacher. Okay, I'm sorry because my cupcake looks blue because of my virtual background. Okay, so do you like cupcake?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So now before we proceed with the next slide, do you have any clarification or any question to teacher?
Um, now I don't have a question.
Okay, so now let's proceed to our next slide. So here we will be learning dependent and independent clause. Okay, so let me put this one here. So you're going to match the dependent clause with independent ones to make complex sentence. Okay, for example, okay. So here, do you know what is dependent clause? Do you know what is dependent clause?
No.
Okay, so here, before you answer, when we say dependent clause, it is DA. I will just say DC. DC for dependent clause. Dependent clause is a group. It's a group of words, okay, that contains a subject and verb, but does not express a complete thought. Okay, so this is, can you please read the meaning of dependent clause?
There are group of words that contain a subject and verb but doesn't not express a complete well
Okay, so here you say complete.
complete
Very good. Next, thought. This one, thought.
thoughts.
Very good, Ngok. Okay, so for example, we have this one. This is an independent clause because Kwan Ho is the traditional folk song of Backnin. Okay, so when you read this one, it is not a complete sentence. It is hanging. When we say hanging, there is lacking. Okay, there are some words that is lacking in this sentence. So this is a dependent clause. Okay, how about independent clause? Okay, wait for a while. When we say independent clause, this is a group of word. Okay, let me type. It is IC. IC for independent clause. This means a group of word that contains a subject, verb, and a complete thought. Okay, I'll make this one blue. Ooh, here. Okay, can you please read the definition of complete independent clause? This one ngo.
Contains a subject, verb, and a complement. So,
Okay, very good. By the way, what is a subject? When we say subject, it is a person or a thing or even an animal that is a subject for your sentence. For example, this one. When the An invaders came to Vietnam, so this is a subject, An. Okay, subject and noun are just the same. For example, ngok, teacher AM, that are examples for subject. Okay, how about a verb? When we say a verb, it is an action word. For example, invaders. Those are verb. This is a verb. Next, we have this one, was. Was is also a linking verb. Okay, next we have this one, grew. This is another example for verb. Okay, so here when we say incomplete independent clause, it contains a subject, a verb, and a complete thought. Okay, so my question is, what is the difference between independent clause and dependent clause? Independent clause and dependent clause. Do you know the answer?
yeah.
Yeah. This is my question for you, Ngo. What is the difference between independent clause and dependent clause? The answers are found here.
Uh,
Yes, what's your answer, Ngo?
yeah. In contains a subject, verb, and a complete um contain it a group of work that contains a subject and verb but does not expect and complete the
Okay, very good. So when we say independent clause, it is a complete thought, while dependent clause does not express a complete thought. Okay, it is incomplete when we say dependent. So now I want you to connect or to match the dependent clause with independent ones to make complex sentence. Okay, so for number one, can you please read?
When the invader come to Vietnam, it
Yes, what's your answer? When the An invaders came to Vietnam, what's the independent clause for that?
the of boy went up very fast and defeated them exercise
What letter is that, Ngo?
B.
Letter B. Would that be your final answer?
The
Okay, so let me put it here and I'll check it later. How about number two? Because Kwan Ho is the traditional folk song of Bac Ninh, what would be your answer?
E.
Letter D? You mean this one?
The
Okay, let me put it here. How about number three, Ngo? Can you please read together with your answer?
and the tiếng Dung was a David of the
18.
tiếng không kinh E. E.
Letter E. Okay, so you read, even though Tien Dong was a daughter of the 18th Hung King, she married a poor man, Chu Dong Tu. Okay, so you read like that, Ngo. How about number four?
If a pound of course in the Kraken festival go outside the ring. If
What's your answer? What's your answer, Ngok? A, you mean this one?
uh,
Okay, kindly read your answer.
and if they cannot come to the rest
Yes, continue reading. You say essential.
and for if
Ah, you mean this one, F?
the
Ah, okay. I see. Can you please read letter F?
they cannot come to the rest
Very good, Ngok. Okay. How about number 5?
I although the follow 15 festival so training uh
What letter, Ngok?
uh, if I if it incident part of the ceremony to worship the water war
Okay, so let's connect this one. How about the last number? Can you please read?
One so then go back up when more are wrecking the cow and collab them with drum and go
Okay, so this is letter 6. Number 6 for letter C. Okay, so is this your final answer, Ngok? Would this be your final answer? Is this your final answers? Yes or no? Is that okay, Ngok? Is this your final answers? Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay, so now before I check your answer, I heard some words that you mispronounced. So I want you to repeat after teacher, okay? So you say essential.
Essential
Very good. Next, ceremony.
ceremony
Very good. Next, encourage.
color
Okay, good. Next, line.
line
Okay, next, fighting.
fighting
Frightening.
frightening
Okay, and racing.
racing
Okay, so now I want you to repeat it all by yourself without teacher. Can you please read?
uh, essential
Very good. Next.
ceremony
Next.
and color
Okay, you say encourage.
and color
Very good. Next.
line
Okay, great.
written
You say fighting.
fighting
Okay, next.
frightening
Very good. How about this one?
looking
Okay, you say racing.
racing
Okay, can you please repeat this one again?
and color
Very good, Ngok. How about this one?
fighting
Very good. And
racing
okay, great job, Ngok. So now let's check your answers if all of these are correct. Okay, so we have letter B. Let me erase this one first because I cannot see it. Okay, so for number 1, it's letter B. Very good. For number 2, it's letter D. Dog. Where is dog? Very good, Ngok. For letter 3, that is E. Okay, great job. Number 4, it's letter F. Wow. For number 5, letter A. Okay. Number 6, it's letter C. Wow. Very good, Ngok. So for this one, you got another perfect score. So that is 6 out of 6. So you got excellent monkey from teacher. Okay, so now let's proceed. Okay, so before we proceed with the next slide, do you have any clarification?
uh,
Do you understand all the words here?
uh,
Okay. If there are some words, Ngok, that bother you, don't hesitate to ask teacher. Okay? Because teacher will always help you. So now let's proceed to our next slide. So here you're going to use your own words or ideas to complete the sentences below. So you're going to compare your sentences with teacher. Okay, so for example, in number 1, although I like the Gyong or Giong festival, we have this one. Okay, so these are the suggested answers. Although I like the Giong festival, you I have, although I like the Jong festival, I have never been there. Okay. Who? Sorry. Okay, for example, this one. Although I like the Jong festival, I had never been there. Okay. So this is my answer for number 1. How about number 2 ngo? You read and fill in your answer. Can you please read number 2 ngo?
Go is one of the most famous festival.
You use your own ideas or answer to fill in the sentences below ngo. What's your
We
answer ngo?
are very excited to work there.
Okay, can you please write your answer here? I want you to write your answer. I'll give you your pen. Wait for a while. Okay, here. Okay, you can write your answer there ngo.
No.
Okay, we are very excited to get there. How about number 3 ngo? Can you please read number 3 and you fill in your answer here. You can write ngo.
No.
You continue answering until number 5. And after that, just tell me once you're done so that I can check your answer. Can you write? You cannot write? Wait, let me give let me give your pen again. Okay, try to write ngok.
Okay. Um, mm,
You cannot write ngok.
uh,
Can you use the pen? Can you use the pen? If you cannot use the pen ngok,
no.
you send it in our chat box so that I can see.
Can I do something?
Yeah, I already gave you your pen.
Can I do something else? I don't know.
What? What did you say?
I do something else. I don't know.
Okay. So here I will answer number 3. If you go to Sokson, you will see, you will witness the beautiful view there. Okay, you can answer like this one. How about number 4 ngo? When people go to Hong Pagoda, do you know the answer for this one?
Mm. Mm. Uh, mm. Uh, mm.
Okay, very good. When people go to Hong Pagoda, everyone should go in the early spring of the new year. Okay, how about number 5, Ngok? While people are traveling along Yen Stream,
We play empty.
yes. What? What's your answer for number 5, Ngok?
And
Okay, let me check. Wait for a while here. Okay. For number one, although I like the Gong Festival, I had never been there. Because it's one of the most famous festivals, we are very excited to get there. Very good. This is correct. Okay. If you go to Sokson, you witness the beautiful view there. Okay, for number four, when people go to Hong Pagoda, everyone should go in the early spring of the new year. Very good, Ngok. For number five, while people are traveling along Yen Stream, we play It Didn't Make Any Noise. Okay, so here are the suggested answers. Okay, you can also use this one. We shouldn't miss it. Okay, so here you got 4 out of 5. Okay, so that is a great job for you, Ngok. I really appreciate that you were able to write and tell me your own ideas for this dependent clause. Okay, so since it's already time, do you have any question to me?
no, I don't have a question.
Okay. So let's just end here, Ngok, and let's continue next time. Okay. So goodbye, Ngok. Have a good night and keep safe always.
Bye, teacher.
Goodbye.